I am officially in stripe heaven. We have 3 different types of stripes that I will style today. We have our classic, just 2 color stripes, which I then divided them into 2 color even distribution stripes. And you also have these more unevenly distributed stripes. Lastly, we have these multicolor statement-y stripes, and yep, everything is falling off from my arm, so let's get started. When we look at these very evenly distributed, more or less classic stripe pieces, by the way, I will try to link everything down below. I have bought some of these just for the purpose of this video, just to show you the different types of stripes. And I think if you look at these classic 2 color ones, ignore this green color for now. They can be a little bit boring and just a little bit too, I would say, classic. So for me, styling them is really about how to make them work better for the outfit and make your outfit stand out more. I personally would go for something like this, which is the stripes of colors that are more similar than more of a contrast from each other. When it comes to the thickness of the stripe, especially when it's evenly distributed, I think the most common thickness is that kind of in the middle, not too thick, not too thin, super evenly distributed stripe shirts that we've probably all had. But if you want to add something fun with the stripes, I would actually go for these really similar color but very, very thin kind of pinstripe patterned tops, as opposed to something that forms more of a contrast. And I'll try these on just to show you how I can still make these work. If you are going for something like this, I don't know if you can tell, but instantly, as compared to this very similar actually cardigan, also black and white, also from Zara, this one just makes my body feel bigger, right? It almost creates this exaggerated illusion that, you know, your body is actually, I don't know, twice the size. Not to say that they cannot look flattering, but for example, this one that I got actually has this V-neck green collar, which first of all instantly draws your attention to this little bit of detail, and then secondly, it almost opens up the collar for me, so it shows a little bit of skin. And this is the key when it comes to styling these thick striped pieces. Try to show a little bit of your skin, because that is going to make you not look like you are kind of swallowed by the striped piece. And the other thing is always tuck it in. This is visually reducing the area that is covered by the stripes. You're essentially avoiding the stripes to style them better. You can very easily switch the bottom with a pair of faux leather pants. And by the way, today I'm not going crazy with the styling at the bottom. I do think stripes go with pretty much any type of bottom, so you don't need to go out of your way to purchase the rest of the outfit in order to style these striped pieces in your wardrobe. And the reason I went for a black bottom, you don't have to go for faux leather, you can wear your black pants, leggings even. The reason I go for black is so I kind of am toning down the stripe, the stark contrast of my piece. Imagine I use a third color in my outfit, then the stripe piece will be even louder, versus in this case, the black obviously matches perfectly with the black of the striped piece, and your outfit just looks a bit more cohesive. And at the bottom, just a pair of simple sneakers or whatever makes you feel comfortable. The next tip when it comes to styling these really bold striped pieces is to add a piece of solid color piece, whether it's a big scarf or just a solid color sweater, as a shawl or scarf. Look at how it just breaks down the bold print of the striped piece. It not only layers your outfit, but also make your stripe piece less in the face. So if you want your outfit to be a little bit more cohesive, this is a great way to just add something that's a little bit more interesting. The big colors are so trendy these days. I think this is a great hack to create your own big color top without having to purchase a new one, but also make your striped outfit even more interesting. The last way to style a very bold, thick striped piece is actually to wear a solid color as your base and then just swapping the order of how you wear them. So compared to the previous outfit, this time I'm really using the striped piece as my scarf or my shawl to add something more interesting to an otherwise solid color outfit. Depending on your comfort level with these bold striped pieces, or if you have a really bold striped piece that you never figured out how to style, I think this might be the easiest way to style a bold stripe piece without feeling too overwhelmed by the stripes. I've also tested that even when you're wearing something that's a little bit unconventional underneath, you can still wear your winter coats over. Now that we've styled the hardest solid two-color thick stripes, this next one should be a piece of cake for all of us. And the trick here is once you have this really thin, similar colored stripe piece on, just treat this as a solid color. From afar, this obviously looks more blue than white, so I'm going to treat this as just a classic blue shirt. I picked up the white from the shirt and paired it with a pair of white jeans. You can wear the blue jeans with similar effect. There are so many ways to style a shirt with a pair of jeans. I probably should do a separate video on that, but some of the easiest ways are tying a knot in the front. You can also do this half tuck, which I have been more into lately. The benefit of this is to show how long your legs are, but also create this really interesting asymmetrical effect. The other really classic way to style these sort of stripe pieces is to wear a solid color over. And if you feel like your sweater is not in the right length, look at this. It almost makes my belly area look bigger than it actually is. So what I typically do is simply tuck the extra length underneath the sweater itself. I think this is also a classic ageless look that no matter how old you are or how young you are, everybody can pretty much pull off this look. And we're not done yet. I am wearing actually a pretty statement-y sweater vest over this shirt. It still works. This makes your outfit even more interesting. The stripe piece pretty much serves as the basic piece of your outfit. Just because I love this shirt so much, I am going a little bit crazy. I'm wearing another stripe piece over this. So this one is an example of the uneven striped piece. The reason I really love this combination, despite pairing vertical stripes with horizontal stripes, pairing different colors, is that because of the uneven distribution of this striped shirt, it doesn't visually expand your body as much as if I were to wear an evenly distributed, thick striped piece. The other thing is the colors. So this is actually a very neutral gray color. It's kind of a medium to light tone gray. Instead of black, which will form a very stark contrast, the gray and cream actually looks very harmonious and it matches with the baby blue and the creamy white color of the shirt very well. If this guy had sleeves that's also horizontally striped, I might think twice before I pair these two pieces together. But because it's a sweater vest and I really love how the shoulder silhouette comes out almost a little bit more, imagine this guy not having this shoulder detail. This just looks more boring and it feels like your torso is expanding more, versus the little bit of shoulder detail here actually creates a triangle shape. So visually, your waist and the middle part of your body will look smaller. I just realized that you can totally wear this shirt as a thin outerwear in the spring summertime to add a little bit of something interesting to the outfit without feeling too hot. Just to show you another example of these unevenly distributed striped pieces. This one, if you have watched pretty much any of my past 5 videos, I've pretty much talked about this in every single one. It is my most worn sweater of 2021. I love it because of the cream contrasting with the black instead of white and black. I think this is more flattering on my warmer skin tone. I love the drop shoulder design. I actually really like that the sleeves are this really wide shape, and it just makes the outfit, again, effortlessly chic. I think that should be the theme of stripes. Stripes just tend to bring that French style, the effortless style out even more. And I just pair it with really simple jeans. This is another more subtle example of unevenly distributed stripes because the white part of this stripe piece is so thin. From afar, it pretty much just looks like a cute pink shirt. But I do like that if you look a little bit closer, there is more detail to this top. And I would also wear this with some sort of high-waisted jeans. You can wear this with skirts, shorts, anything you want. Just treat this as a baby pink piece. The other thing to look for is actually striped scarves. So this one is from Zara. It's actually quite long. If you're not comfortable wearing stripes as the main piece of your outfit, this is just a great way to add something special to your outfit. It is still striped. You can almost create a tie effect. I know ties are coming back to the fashion scene. You can tie like a little bow to make your outfit a bit more interesting. You can also use this as a twilly to your handbag and create a little bit of striped accent to your outfit. We're moving on to a much harder territory, which is multicolor striped piece. I personally don't like this piece that I'm wearing right now, even though it actually feels really comfortable. But the fact that it has 3 different colors, I don't like the black forms a very stark contrast. And I also don't like the cream and the purple are kind of similar thickness. So this top is trying to be interesting, but also cannot get out of the classic stripe silhouette or design. So the only way I can think of styling it is probably just tuck it into some sort of lighter jeans, or you can pick out the darkest color of a multicolor piece to make the lighter color do more talking. This is still not my favorite top, but I do think matching the black with the black stripe of the top makes the outfit just a little bit more cohesive so that my top, the purple and creamy white colors will show up even more. I do appreciate that the sleeves are really long, especially when it comes to these really dangerous horizontal and thin-ish stripes. The other thing is the thickness. It's quite thin of a top, so it doesn't really create more volume because of the material fabric of the top. And worst case, you can always drape over a solid piece to break up the craziness of the stripes. This hat works on all sorts of stripe pieces. These two sweaters actually have kind of similar color vibe to them, but I much prefer the one that I'm wearing now. This one, the reason I love it is when it comes to wearing multicolored stripes, you might as well just go all out. Look for different patterns, interesting silhouette, different thickness, different color. I love these big balloon puffy sleeves. I just think it is so flattering. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors in this top, but from afar it doesn't look super crazy. I think the reason is the really great choice of colors. So these two top colors are very similar, and if I want, and I oftentimes do, I just tuck the entire bottom stripe into my bottom so that this becomes a 4-color top, and the colors look even more cohesive, especially if I want this to be less of a loud piece in my outfit. And I love picking out the black of the top, pairing this with my full leather pants. This is a very easy, chic, but a little bit more interesting take on a striped outfit. We are going into the pattern stripe category, starting off with an example of just a little bit of a twist to the multicolor stripe piece. This one really plays with the silhouette, the lines, as well as the colors. But these two thick stripes almost create an hourglass figure. I love that this is not, right in the middle, a crossover here. I think that would kind of look a little bit weird, but I love that it's a little bit off to the side, but it just makes me look like I have an hourglass shaped body, even though I definitely don't. And I also love the bell sleeve. The whole dress has just been really well thought out, and the stripe becomes the background, which is the brown and black, but also the foreground, which is these really thick creamy stripes. I love how this piece just plays with different elements of stripes, and this is something that you might just need to be a little bit patient when it comes to pattern stripes. More times than not, you won't find one as flattering as this one, so it is a matter of trying on different designs, just using the multi-stripe piece as the main piece of your outfit. And if you like the design, if the design is flattering, then it is definitely going to be a wow look. This is an outfit that I was just wearing, and yes, I know I literally look like a neon light, but I just want to show you that you can actually find some amazing statement pattern stripe pieces. The trick with a pretty crazy pattern stripe piece is when you're standing from afar, see if this piece looks like one color or many different colors. I think it's easier to style if the piece look more like one color. And the second thing is I pretty much always use a lighter piece as the piece to match with my patterned stripe piece. Think of your lighter piece, in my case these creamy ivory colored joggers, as the canvas, and think of your pattern piece as the painting on the canvas. The paintings typically and the colors typically show up better on a lighter canvas as opposed to a darker canvas. So imagine today I'm wearing a pair of black pants. Yes, sure, the color does stand out, but it somehow just feels a little bit more dull, as opposed to not only does the color stand out, but it also at the same time kind of blends into the canvas as well. This is something that I've discovered over the years, and that is why I have more and more lighter neutral pieces than these darker neutral pieces, because I think when you are playing with colors, the lighter neutrals tend to go with colorful pieces a lot more. And if I haven't convinced you in this video that stripes are actually pretty easy to style, and if you really just don't like stripes, you can actually go for subtle ways to show kind of striped effect. So these two are both pleated pieces that, even though there is no color contrasting as stripes, they do give off that striped look. I think the key here is to add a bit more texture to your outfit to have that almost striped effect. Will make your outfit just stand out a little bit more. Let me know in the comment below any other style dilemmas you have. What do you want me to style next? And I will see you in one of these ones. Bye!